What up? Good evening. It is. Oops, almost knocked my microphone off. Hold on, I gotta fix my mic. Sorry, people. I had to fix my microfilm. Anyway, good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night, and what is my phone? Seriously? Come on.
You got going over, man.
I don't know. All of a sudden, my phone wants to actually make noise.
That was
I muted it.
pretty sketchy intro. Man.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Anyway,
We're gonna pick up the pieces today.
yeah.
Shout out to Andretti, bro, Dre.
Yeah.
Shit high, bro. Thank you for that, man.
That was a pretty cool beat. I like that.
Right there, fam. That'd be hot. That's hot.
Yeah, that was a stupid intro that I did. But sorry, my phone always wants to act like that when I'm about to do something, and it's just, of course.
Represent the day.
So,
you know what I'm saying? That hard work. Detroit all day. 313. Come see me.
Exactly. Detroit. Oh yeah, that is 3. Oh, because you got the Pistons hat on.
Yeah.
I forgot.
All right.
I don't know how I didn't notice that. Why is my camera so? Well, maybe it's just me. Right. Anyway. Oh, I forgot to put this on.
Happy Thursday, people. Kids been to school again today.
Yep, we had another winter storms.
Now they off all the way to Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Oops. Which is all right. They can use a little break. I think that, like when I said in California, they had a lot of those year-round schools.
Oh, yeah.
That's how the breaks would go, where they would kind of 2 months on and then like 2 weeks off. You know what I'm saying? Just give them a break, but keep them fresh at the same time.
Right.
Instead of taking that summer week. What's the summer? 3 months?
Something like that.
Yeah. 3 months is just muck in their brains. You know what I'm saying? Video games, snacks, and video games.
I know, right?
Nothing. SpongeBob and video games. Again.
I'm gonna put my mic like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right in front of my face. I'm just messing around, everybody. Yeah, it's
my kids, man.
Yep.
Think my 15-year-old, I think she'll be down here tomorrow or by Saturday.
Where do they live?
Over in I'll forget the name of that city over there. Like it's around Caledonia area.
Oh, yeah. South of Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Wayland? No, not Wayland. Byron Center? No.
Nope.
Hastings?
Nope.
I can't think of any. Jamestown? No, I don't know. Jamestown?
No.
Oh. I thought you said yes.
I can't think, but yeah. Don't worry, a little.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Hicktown.
Did you say Hicktown?
Yeah.
Oh. So elegant. No, I'm just kidding.
I said Hick, not meth.
Yeah. Meth Town.
Right.
So tonight's topic we wanted to talk about was the difference of opinion, but also the difference between our generation and how kids were disciplined, or how they compare to how they can be disciplined or are allowed to be disciplined nowadays. And we brought this up because I had a conversation with a friend of ours that stopped by, Andre, about, the differences between generations and stuff like that. And it made me think, you know what, that is true. Because a lot of, like, when we were kids, our parents were allowed to whoop our ass.
Oh,
we got our ass beat.
Oh, my God.
And so I got shoes thrown at me. The old classic chancla. Yeah. Babe,
I never understood that. I like the chocolate treatment. I feel like was more of like a like or like a spiritual hurt. Like, damn,
Yeah.
my mom was so mad she threw her shoe at me. Like, don't disrespect, but like, I swear to God, I wish my mom would throw a shoe at me. I would be like, yes, thank you God for saving me, because we didn't get one of them goddamn shoes. It was extension cords,
Oh, yep.
belts,
Yeah.
broomsticks.
My best friend Juanita, her and I.
Here's Juanita again, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
And her mom's at the door with the telephone, like an old school telephone.
What with the cord, the one that the cord came out,
Yeah, the one.
or the antenna came out?
She got wrapped around.
She was like, pow, 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 and I was standing behind Juanita, like.
She said, "Pow, pow, pow." She. I could picture that. She's yelling, "Pow, pow," smacking her with it. Oh my gosh,
That's
classic. That's
shit,
funny.
man. Like, it's. I mean, as you see, there's a major difference, man, from then to now. Like you said, like we got our ass whooped, bro, and we had that fear.
Exactly.
And belts.
You would fuck up, fuck the principal, fuck the teacher. I gotta go home to my mama. I gotta go home to my daddy.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? And like, you coming up in the hood, like, you can get your ass whooped
One time
by a neighbor. Just like, you get your ass whooped
Yeah.
down the street by a neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get home, you get your ass whooped again.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, embarrass my, you want to embarrass me?
Back in the day, I had a choice between a spanking from my dad or a good grounding, and I chose a 2-week grounding over that.
Oh yeah, of course. Have you ever been whooped by your neighbors? Have you ever been spanked by a neighbor?
Yeah,
I didn't get spanked by a neighbor, but I got smacked by a shoe by one of our neighbors.
I'm telling like they grab you by the arms and drag your ass down the street, like.
Yeah.
Your parent gave them the
Permission to smack them if we didn't listen, or smack us.
The crazy lady in our hood over there, Van Wagner down at Flint. You know what I'm saying? Which my grandma's house.
Van Wagner, that sounds familiar.
There's an exit going Van Wagner exit right after you get out of Spring Lake going towards Muskegon.
That's okay.
That's good. That could be the one.
Dang, that goes all the way across the state?
No.
You know, actually, now that you said that, I think 8 Mile goes all the way across.
It's just money. I know we were me and my cousin Wendell, my cousin Kobe. They're brothers. Those are brothers, and we're all close in age. So we standing in the backyard of my granny's house, and we'll throw rocks over the house and try to time it to hit somebody in the street. So it can be a car.
Oh man!
And man, we got lucky this day. Our Nolan Ryan skills was on point because I think it was Kobe to this day.
Yeah,
could have been me, but we talked that bitch and
hit her.
No, hit the lady. The lady pushing the cart. The lady pushing her little shopping cart, and she used to wear probably 5-6 layers of clothes. Like we just like. When she was up and down the street, she mumbled to herself, like, what the fuck is she talking about? Who is she talking to? On top of that, man, do you know, all of a sudden, all you hear is, we run in the house from the back door, so we know we hit her, and we go in the back door, and also we hear the front door knocking. Doom, 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 doom. Betsy? We look up, it's the crazy lady. Damn, this lady speak English? All of a sudden, she the most well-spoken person I ever heard in my life.
Wow.
The boys in the back throwing rocks over the house, and they hit one of them hit me in the side of my face.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? And I said, "Oh, there's 3 little boys in the back. She didn't think I saw them." I said, they said they've been throwing rocks all day.
Yeah.
And she said she looked over at us. We sit at the table like we didn't do shit. We like, oh hell no. And Granny man, you know what we had to do? Go outside and pick your own switch.
Take off running.
Oh, go outside and get your own switch off the bush.
Okay.
That's growing in front of Granny's house right off the porch. You ain't gotta go downstairs. No, just reach over.
I think I got smacked with a back scratch.
And
you that ass whoop.
in our neighborhood, us kids would go to the house on the other corner and pick the pears off their pear tree and run on home.
And did
steal
you
the
give that
pears.
to them for Christmas?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, we'd go pick off the pears from her pear tree, run home, and then we thought we were cool.
Yeah.
Walking over and knocking on the door, wanting to talk to my parents.
She told on you.
Yeah.
She definitely told. She was like, these damn kids, they're not
But
gonna
I'm
get.
thinking about what I was saying earlier. Like,
They're not gonna
I
get away
guarantee
with it.
we never had the urge to throw rocks again. You know what I'm saying?
Stealing
We not throwing no more rocks. We straight. Ready? They got a hold of us. And,
Right.
You know, and that's what discipline was about back then. It was the lesson in it. It wasn't just because our parents wanted to beat us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No. This is to make sure you don't make a terrible, horrible mistake again.
Exactly.
Or in the future, in the rock, let's try to hit the wrong person.
Yep.
Or hit the wrong car. Now this person ain't finna hold you up. They ain't finna come tell Miss Bessie. They gonna come deal with your ass. You know what I'm saying? And so now, in comparison to nowadays, like, you know, as the years went on, the government, to me, took those controls out of the parents' hands, and they wanted to handle it. They want to be this. Oh no, don't put your hands on your own kid. What kind of shit is that?
Right.
What do you mean I can't put my own kid? Why? So you can whoop his ass?
That's what I'm
and
saying.
keep him in jail and keep him locked up? You know what I'm saying? So they can do their government thing? That's exactly what the setup was.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You go to jail if you whoop your own kid. Then what the fuck am I supposed to do? Just let him run wild?
That's what I'm saying.
Let him run wild, then what happens, bro? Like I said, they get in trouble. Then they're now in the system. They're in that system. And that's, I think that, to me, that was what the whole thing was geared around, is to keep these kids in the system.
Exactly. Because it's like, you can't.
And now these kids, I mean, these kids so tough now, they swear they know the laws. You can't put your hands on me. I'm only 13. Like, oh, so you blatantly out here fucking up. You out here doing shit on purpose because you're 13 and you think you can't be disciplined. And like,
yeah, exactly.
That's and that's why you see now what's happening with these kids, bro. These fucking massive shootings. Shootings and shit on campuses and elementary schools and you know, and I'm not saying that has everything to do with not having that discipline at the crib, but it sure is a lot to me. If I had to find the root cause, find how these kids were disciplined in school.
Right.
And we were talking about earlier too, these kids be having straight A's, so there's no warning signs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, bad grades, skipping school, the cliche like, oh yeah, we seen it coming.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
we see it coming because this dude got a 3.8, a 4.3. You know what I'm saying? GPA. He shows up to school every day. He's quiet to himself. He might even be on the sports team. He might even be, you know, captain or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But deep down inside, this fucker got problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This kid's got problems.
It's always the quiet ones.
Yeah, it was quiet ones, and they always doing bad shit. It'd be those quiet ones that I learned in school that those are the ones that had the weed.
Yep.
Those ones had the pills. They had everything you needed. Those was quiet ones. You know what I'm saying? And parents didn't pick up on it, so therefore they wasn't able to discipline them.
Yeah.
And show them. And like now these kids, you know, they don't even fear it, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like kids these days. They're almost like they know they can get away with a lot of shit because nobody's allowed to do anything anymore.
No,
and it's like
and they threaten you with it. That's what I'm saying. When these teenagers start threatening you with it, someone told me, "I'm only 13. You can't do it to me. I'm a minor." So, like, what?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? You know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, but it's like, and this is what it boils down to now, to me, is, working with, doing nonprofit work and working through it with, down at Escape Ministries for all these years and the
Mm-hmm.
different scenarios and cases that I ran across with these kids and first that's one of the first things I would do is dig in to see one parent household or two parent household. You know what I'm saying? What kind
Exactly.
of household was it? Even if it was both parents there. And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, it was what I thought. You know what I'm saying? A rough household.
Yep.
Both of the
Mm-hmm.
parents might be strung out. You know what I'm saying? They care, but they don't have enough in them to take that extra step to actually discipline their kids. So they let them, hey, well, I let them smoke weed at home. I'd rather him smoke it here than smoking in the streets. Or I'll let him drink home than in the streets. So that ends up being their fall guy. They say, well, better than me, at least I got control of it. Oh, so you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's like a lot of the parents these days are like, well, for our generation, like I said, we grew up in a society where parents were allowed to whoop their kids
Yeah.
in
Yeah, whoopings and belts and
sticks
stitches.
and fire, a possible knife. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Yeah.
Shaking never hurt nobody.
A baseball bat.
Occasional gun. No, I'm just joking.
Just don't hit no arteries.
I know, right?
No, a baseball bat for real.
Right.
It's right there. I've heard.
You got spanked with a baseball bat?
No, with a paddle.
I've
One of my
heard.
uncles,
I've
one of
heard
my
police
uncles
officers
had a paddle.
do that before. Like when my cousin ran away from the house
Mm-hmm.
and brought her ass back to the house,
Yeah.
and he was talking to the parents. He was like, "Well, what do I do, officer?" She was like, he turned around, kind of went to the side, he was like, "Eat her ass."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He said she needs her ass. That's what she needs. He said, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Because he could tell that the parents care. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
this little girl was just doing the most. You know what I'm saying? He got ass.
Yeah.
Tap that ass.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's still relevant in some of my household,
Right.
but it has died out a lot. Now for me, I personally don't like. I don't think any parent wants to whoop their kids.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you can get your discipline across by just talking to your kid every time, to say,
Mm-hmm.
this is a lesson. This is what I hope you got out of this.
Yeah.
This is what I want you to get. Then so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I am with mine. You know what I'm saying? Like my oldest daughter, I tortured her after she was like 4 or 5. I ain't gonna lie, I whooped her little butt.
Yeah.
Because she was so smart, but she kept pissed on herself.
Oh yeah. You have
She
to.
kept pissed on herself because she was scared she was gonna miss the accident. I said, baby, it doesn't matter. It's okay. If you gotta go pee, go to that bathroom and pee and come back to action.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna miss three minutes action. You know what I'm saying?
And did any of your kids pee the bed for a while?
I peed the bed till I was 25.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
What is that?
Kick my ass.
But
Chasey, you gonna spank me tonight?
oh Lord Jesus.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
no.
What?
let's take a commercial break.
Now we were talking about discipline.
Right.
Oh,
This
I
commercial-
mean, we can. Right?
This commercial break is brought to you by Ramen Noodle.
Ramen.
How do you? Okay, there. It goes. I'm trying to
Raven's
fix it.
noodles.
Ramen.
But
Ramon's
I was thinking with an
noodles.
old school conscious brother man, and he was like, he said, man, you don't want to get it. He said that whooping our kids and stuff. He said that's that slave shit, bro. He said that shit come back from slavery. Slave owners whooping his slaves and whooping to the mission with the whip and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? To get them to act right. He said that shit come from slavery. He said, you know, if you look way back, you know, we shouldn't have to. If you as a parent really was on your shit, you shouldn't have to whoop it.
Shouldn't even take it that far.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? And I can think of a few people in my family where like they have so much respect for their parents, and they not gonna fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they know that what they got coming if they mess up. You know what I'm saying? But now these kids nowadays they don't even have discipline. They never been taught it, so it's like how can they fear something they've never had?
True.
How can they fear something they never had, bro?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have it. They don't have discipline, and so they don't grasp consequences.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you be like, "Look, dumbass, why would you do some shit like that?" Like the stuff these kids don't do nowadays. I'll be baffled. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you didn't see the cameras right there?
Mm-hmm.
Did you even think about that before you broke into the smoke shop and you know what I'm saying? You didn't wear a mask. Like, you know, like
right. Like
and I'm not of course I'm not condoning them
like what were you thinking?
To break in and do this shit. But like
Mm-hmm.
be smart, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you wanted to get caught.
Exactly.
And a lot of kids do want, I don't say they want to get caught, but they want to be disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of my cousins, I don't say his name, but his household wasn't a disciplined household. They get to talk crazy and they used to talk shit to their parents back and forth. And so when he would come over, he would be like, if my siblings were getting yelled at or we was getting yelled at, you know what I'm saying? He would like implement himself in our trouble. Like, yes, auntie, yes. You know what I'm saying? We look at her, nigga, she ain't talking to you. You know what I mean? But he wanted to be told to wash dishes and take that trash out and find somebody who did that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not an option like, well, if you want to take the trash out, that would be cool. You know, I'm not taking that. My fault did.
Exactly.
You know, so somebody else got to do it. I'm not doing it. You just gave me an option. You say, so I have something to take that trash out.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, chores, that's for sure.
Man, chores, that's a
I mean, that was something that we, because I remember, you know, growing up, we always had somebody living with us, and we always had the house that was like everybody knew 451 Central, and we always had people living with us, and staying with us for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we always I mean, I hated doing dishes. I couldn't stand it. But we had chores too. But I mean, sometimes, family members would clean or, take over the house cleaning. But it was like, we always had people doing it. So we never really actually had where we were set on certain chores. So, like my mom would say, like, clean the living room up or clean the kitchen or, bathroom or whatever. But, I mean, like I said, we always had somebody living with us, so it was almost like everybody was doing their part.
Right. I remember when my mom, she was a beautician, she did hair or whatever, so she was she had a client full of, kitchen full of clients, so probably she had about 4 or 5 deep, what I'm saying? That's for doing work at home, that's full house.
Yeah.
So anyway, we, it's getting late, so I was responsible for dinner, to make dinner for the house, and there's to wash dishes.
I need to invest in wireless headphones.
One of the ladies was like, girl, why don't you just go ahead and buy you a dishwasher? She's like, why? I got 3 of them.
I don't need another one. Yeah, that's
right here.
that's true because
You
it's
know,
like,
and it's like, damn, to get back like to me. That's hope, you know what I'm saying? Like, but some of this is should be out of control.
one moment, we're about to put Tracy on blast right now.
I'll do feedback.
Tracy, excuse me, babe, is it babe?
When's the last time you got a whooping?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
I'm over here.
Tracy's playing with her
Play
phone.
with her phone.
She's on her phone. No, we do I have to make a policy that no phones at the studio? I'm just
You gotta have
kidding.
a jar right here.
I know. Yeah, where's that? Where's
Jar,
it at?
jar, put
Yeah.
a jar right
Jar.
here.
Put your phone in the jar until the show's done.
Jar or cash.
Let's put her on camera right now. Where's she at?
Get
There
her.
she is. Tracy, do you have anything to talk about? Because you're always not saying anything.
We talk about discipline, and I had an uncle who had a wooden paddle that he would threaten to use on us if we didn't listen.
Did it have
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
like made out of oak wood.
Yeah,
you know?
did it have
Ooh, Tracy got her butt whooped.
And you know what? That's a good point, because even the school system,
Oh yeah, that was
I
the
was a
thing.
part of that before they stopped
That
paddling.
happened in our generation.
Yeah, I got paddled in school.
I got punched. I got hit by a teacher in first grade. I remember my teacher walking up to me.
Think about that.
They gave
We used
our
to get
parents gave
paddles,
the teachers permission.
We
That's
used
the
to
thing.
get paddles.
Yep. Well, not that, but what happened? Because I was supposed to do my math work, and I don't know if you guys had it at your school district, but we had those math things that had the circles in them and the questions above it, and you had to write the answer in there
Yeah.
and see how fast you can get it done in a minute. So I was supposed to be doing that, and I was coloring it in a book. Well, my teacher came by, Mrs. Cook. I'm pretty sure she's dead by now, because she was probably in her 60s, even back in the 80s. She's probably like 114 now. But but no, she grabbed, because I'm sitting there. All right, my microphone's already pissing me off tonight. So I'm sitting there coloring, and all of a sudden I look up, and she's standing right there, and I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Why aren't you doing your work?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know how to do that." So then I started coloring. She took it out of my hand, grabbed me like this, and shook me. Do your damn work. And I started crying, and I was like, did she really just do that? And I started crying. And I'm like, that was the moment that I wanted to beat up a teacher. That I wish back in those days that we could hit teachers back.
I was on the statute of limitations on suing the public school system.
Well, it was Longfellow, so I don't even know if they're.
Oh,
I don't even think. I mean, Longfellow's still there, but I don't know what name they go by.
punitive damages.
Yeah. I can't. I don't want to be a teacher now. No.
Damn. And you know, like, that's that old school teacher ways too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
teachers had a certain green light as well to discipline us. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the after school detentions.
Yep.
Remember, like, it happened that day. Like, and your mom would have to sort it out when you get home. Why you get home so late? Or had to teach you. You know what I'm saying? What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this kind of pre-Amber Alert days.
Yeah.
Where kids get snatched up left and right, but.
Did you ever get suspended?
No, but I would skip classes and go to the multilingual class.
Why did your boyfriend go there?
So.
No, just I had friends from other countries, and I would be in that class.
But hold on a
Pay for
minute.
them.
Hold on. You said you had friends, but were they in low places?
But I would skip a class or two to go hang out with them in their class. Mr. Shahuba Rudy.
So
What the frick? Say that again.
Mr. Shahuba Rudy.
What the hell kind of name is? What what's the ethnic? How do you say that word?
What
Ethnicity. What is he?
I think it was black, or I'm not sure.
That sounds like a German name,
Shahuba Barudi. That was his.
or maybe an Italian name. I don't.
Yeah, it could be African.
That is.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, I didn't even think. It sounds like a Italian name.
He was
Almost.
in charge of that multilingual class, and he would let me skip and hang out in that class.
So
I
the
thought it
teacher was a.
Oh,
Oh.
so the teacher let you. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he knew
he's.
that I wasn't part of that class, but he didn't mind. He let me hang out. I could do my homework in that class while they're doing their thing.
Next show.
So do they
teacher and
do?
student relations?
Yeah.
Did
Did they do? Do they still do like suspensions now, like they always do?
Oh yeah. You can
Oh.
suspended.
I don't pay.
Has Adrian been suspended or no?
Yeah, he's been suspended before,
Like
but it was.
once or twice.
Oh, that's right, he was. I forgot about that
What
for
the
fighting.
hell for?
Remember
In
what?
elementary.
Yeah, we were not going to say why he got suspended,
No.
but it involved fighting. That's the only thing I'm going to say.
Oh, okay.
But,
But,
I still thought it was
did
the
he
other
win?
kid's
Okay.
fault.
Yeah,
of
he won.
course.
He won. He has muscles now. Just kidding.
No, I'm saying I blame it on the other kid who started with our
But you know who I blamed it on?
the teacher.
Nope. Willie knows what I'm going to say. I blamed it on the rain.
Oh,
Millie
Vanilla. Millie Vanilla. You know what? One of them's still alive, and they sound actually pretty good. They're really singing. They actually took over those songs, and now he's singing them by himself.
hell no.
He was on. Where the hell did I see that at? It was on a YouTube video, and he was in the Coachella in California, and he was singing pretty good. He sounded, and they even asked him in the beginning of the video if this is, or not ask him, but told everybody that this is really his voice. This, because everybody knew the situation, and so yeah, it was really him. I mean, at least by the video footage. But anyway,
Yes.
so now back in our day, even like when we would, if we was to get suspended, we would obviously get sent home, or they would do the in school suspension. I remember one time it was the week that we were doing the trip to what is that called? Mackinac Island. And I got suspended that week because we had payphones in the okay, remember where the gyms were at Adrian's school? The school he goes,
Yeah.
that back wall before you go into the gym. There used to be payphones right there. And I admit I was playing on the phone. I was joking around. But they said that I called 911 and hung up. And so the police showed up and everything, and I was like, I didn't call 911. I probably did on accident, but I was just pushing buttons. I was just going, hello.
Adrian did that before too, or Adriana accidentally dialed 911, but it was an emergency.
Oh.
Nobody accidentally dials 911.
No, well, that's the
I
thing.
don't want to hear that.
No, what happened?
Maybe.
Oh, what happened was no.
I don't hear
No, but I do remember that because I got a boogie.
Oh, nice.
I do remember that because I remember one time that actually it was that same time period. There was another guy that they were blaming because they couldn't tell who it was, or they didn't have proof of who it was. So we ended up both getting suspended. But when they took us into separate rooms to question us, when I was walking into the room, the other kid was sitting at a desk. I thought I heard him say, "Hey, tell him it was me." I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking. I seriously thought I heard him say that. Oh man, he got suspended. But
Oh my goodness.
hold on. So I walked into the room, and they're asking me, "Okay, did you call 911? If you did, let us know." And I said, I'm going to let you know something. And he just told me this, and I'm not even kidding. He told me he did it. Told me not to tell you guys he did it. And he's like, "He just told you that?" I was like, "Yeah, he told me out right there in the hallway. I mean, where he's sitting. So I was like, or he goes, no, let's bring him in. I got him in trouble. I mean, honestly, I swear, I thought he said that.
He's messed up his scholarship to Harvard.
Yeah.
In elementary, I was very pale and had bright blonde hair, and the teacher thought I came to school. I was a walker. Me and my friend Andrew walked to school.
You walked to school? What the
She was
crap?
the one that wasn't feeling good, and I was feeling fine. So she's like, "Come with me up to the teacher so I can ask to go home." So I'm like, "Okay." So her and I walk up side by side to the teacher, and the teacher looks at me, "Tracy, I'm sorry. Do you want to go to the office and call your mom?"
She thought you were sick?
Yeah, she thought I was sick. And I said, "Sure, I'll go. I'll call my mom to come get me."
So you went home?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's. See, I've never done that,
They
but
thought there was what's that? What are they called when
albino.
Yeah, albino.
They thought you were albino. No, raise your hand if you've ever faked sick just so you can go home.
I know. I got accused of being sick.
But have you ever faked being sick?
No.
Have you ever faked being sick from a job just to go home?
Oh yeah, from a job.
Oh yeah.
And then got busted. Like I called in for work, and my mom and I went to a little restaurant, an Irish pub, and my boss was there, and she came up to us. And she said, "How you feeling?" You know.
I would have been like,
Dang.
"I'll see you in the fired office tomorrow."
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah. You are fired.
My doctor recommended I come to B-Dubs now.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
1 second. Uno momento. All right. So yeah. Basically, a lot of the generation. And here's another thing: the difference between the generations is they don't teach you. They don't teach you them cursive anymore. I mean, I know we talked about this before, but it's so weird that they don't, because
barely don't even have paper and pencil no more. They got everybody got iPads.
Yeah, but they could still use them cursive on that.
Right. That really tripped me out. Because when I working through Escape,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through paperwork and payroll. I'm doing payroll.
Yeah.
And you gotta have these kids sign.
You gotta have a signature.
Sure they agree with their hours for the week and whatnot. And they don't know how to do a signature.
Like, how are you gonna? I mean,
bro, it'd be all uppercase letters.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I told Adrian, sign your name.
That'll be something unique. So I remember, last summer before last, I was showing people how to just make their own unique signature. So it can be anything, just make sure you stick to it. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Man, I really want to learn in cursive." I'm like, "You can still, just because they stopped teaching it in school."
See, I can write with both hands. Can you write with both hands?
I can.
If I can go do it slow.
Yeah,
No, I can write with both hands, but it's
but I love these.
Yeah, I'm ambidextrous.
These kids bad as hell.
what?
What is it?
I should kick your ass.
What is it?
We're literally doing the show.
We're doing a show right now.
Yay.
Yeah, my ass. Go in there. That's that discipline shit I'm talking about.
Exactly. What? You know what? We're allowed to spank kids.
But
That's your turn.
yeah, see now, if I was just to wear his ass out on camera,
Yeah.
No, that's serious. Yeah. Seriously, I mean, it's like
this kid's bad as hell, man. I'm mad now. Give me a bill.
I don't think we told him the time frame, but no, we did tell him actually. Yeah, we did.
They know it's
No,
only
they-
an hour. You know
Yeah,
it's real.
we did say that.
You've been over here long enough now.
That's true.
You're not so cute you can get away with
Right.
He's using it against us.
Right.
But
I'm handsome.
you know what? This thing is making me mad. But yeah, I need a new one of these.
Kids be like I said, what trips me out about these new age kids, millennials, whatever the fuck name they got now,
Generation son of a bitches.
I thought, were we Generation X?
We are generation. I don't remember. I saw it somewhere.
I thought these were Generation X was because they're gonna exterminate themselves.
Yeah, that's what it was. Does anybody know what generation we are? Like what version? Because I know baby boomers were from like
Our parents.
yeah, and then we are. I think we're Generation
Yeah,
X
got a couple years of us.
or Generation. Oh, that was the other thing that we were talking about too, about the difference between the generations was, like Andre said, we were born at the right time because we basically had almost all the versions of technology as it evolved.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we had pay phones, house phones, beepers, and then we, merged into what do you call those phones? The Nextel phones. Pagers were still good. Cassettes, CDs. We had everything.
Yep.
We had everything.
DVDs.
Yep. When DVDs first came out. See, and that's the thing is, kids these days, they don't know what the hell a DVD is.
First came out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of them are like that, but like especially when it comes to that whole cursive thing, like none of these kids these days are going to learn how to sign their name, and you got to sign your name to documents such as applications or contracts if you become something, that it involves that. They're not going to accept letters. They want a signature. Even if you just go like that, you got a signature. But, I mean, to me, it's like they got to learn, to be able to live in the real world. Yeah. In the real world, they're not going to accept A, B, C, D, So it's not a signature.
It's like they're exposed to so much, but yet they don't know shit.
Exactly.
They know a lot about. They know a little about a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
a little
exactly.
about a lot. Like, you ask them, what is this? And then they'll, that's such. What else you know? That's it.
That's it. Oh, what was it used for? I don't know. I just know what it is.
They look cool. Everything was whatever's cool.
Like I see somebody post stuff on Facebook about like, you're old if you know what this is type stuff, and I'm like, I know what that is. Like I seen a old potato masher that somebody posted. Did you ever see the ones where it spun? Where you had it had like the wooden handle and you would spin it with things. Yeah. I knew what it was when I saw it because I was like, oh, dang, that's a potato thing. A mixer. Blender. That's what it was. Oh, that was a blender. Never mind. Anyway. So, it's just, it's different. It's like I tell customers at Best Buy, it's like you get these older gentlemen that come in and be like, have you ever heard of a record player? No, dude, I'm stupid. I don't know what a fucking record player is. I mean, I don't say that, but I want to. I can now because, I'll no longer be there. Now I don't give a shit. No, I'm just kidding. But,
yeah, that's so true, man. I'm glad that I kind of...
Baby, all right over there? You choking on water?
I was able to kind of come up and at a time where I was able to touch, have my hands, be a part of the different movements, you know what I'm saying? The transition to technology, even with the cars, you know what I'm saying? Like, from, the old schools coming from Flint,
right.
We embrace old school cars out of Flint, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
60, 70, 80, 85, Monte Carlo, 80, You know what I'm saying? 87 Deltas. You know, Monte Carlos, Calvix.
Did you just say Monte Carlos?
Monte Carlos.
Oh.
Remember the station wagon?
No. Oh, you know what? I
my wagon. Speakers everywhere in that bitch, bro.
Oh man, I want one. I want the one that they had on National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh yeah,
the green one. That was
one, bro.
That was cool. I mean, I would paint it like make it look updated.
Oh
But
yeah. You see the new Wagoneers?
yes, those look nice actually. Because it's like, because I was watching it not too long ago, and I think we kind of had a car similar to that, because the way the backlights were, it had like the, like down like that, like the ends were like that or something. But it was like it was roomy, but it was ugly. But I thought it was nice. Did you get? Now here's the thing too is like when it comes to internet use, because if I had, and here's the thing, and I've been saying this for a long time. If I had Google when I was in school, or, you know, our generation, I would have graduated. I would have probably stayed in school, graduated, got a job at a hotel, take over Madison Hotels. I'm just kidding.
In Kentucky?
Damn, that was
Madison, Kentucky.
detailed.
Oh,
Specifically.
no, I'm talking about Billy Madison.
Oh.
Graduate from school and take over Madison Hotel.
I didn't catch that.
Oh, I had to. I'm sorry.
That was.
But
Instead of internet, we had instead of Google, we had what was those things called?
Ask Jeeves.
Uh,
Ask Jeeves. Remember that?
no. Cliff Notes.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Cliff Notes.
Mm-hmm. The Microsoft thing.
No, they used to be in the library inside the books. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
Of Mike Serman.
Mm-hmm.
So they just break down out a synopsis. Basically, if you need to write a report, read this.
What were those things called that you plug into the computer? The little thing.
The hard drive.
Yeah. Hard drive.
Yeah.
Flash drives.
Or flash drive.
Hard drives are these.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. You know.
I work at Best Buy, people. I'm just kidding.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's, you know, it's funny because that store opened up in 2004 and I don't even remember that.
You remember when it opened?
When did Menards open?
I wasn't even living. Actually, no, I wasn't even living. I was living in Kentucky when Best Buy opened.
What about Menards? When did they open?
Well, you know they wasn't there originally. They was across the street at first.
Oh yeah, it was where Gateway Center's at. That's where it used to be. Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah, because the GE building was right there.
Yeah.
Where Menards is. Wait, somebody just posted about that not too long ago too. Remember when GE was on 16th where Menards is? And then somebody said, no, it was over on 8th Street. We're like, no, that's where Hart and Cooley used to be.
Yep.
Man, the days of old. Wait, did I say old? I meant young. But it's like, that's another thing too. It's like people, like these days, you know, they don't know how Holland was back then. Like we had, wasn't there a nightclub, or not a nightclub, but it was like a teen dance club over off of the highway?
Yep. The Vertigo.
What'd you say?
I think it's called the Vertigo.
Vertigo, yeah. Damn, I forgot the name of that.
Yeah.
I mean, where that was.
Yeah, Portia.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah, right across to
Mm-hmm. Damn, that was so holy.
Yeah, bro.
Is that building still there?
No. It was like a little.
Kind of like a shed.
I think it is actually. I think it is, but I think they just added on to it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like bigger now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, I think it is still there.
I wonder if it, because I always thought it was that building that was
I was so
like,
mad because I could never get in.
you never got in?
No, I never got into it. I got into that club.
Oh,
I used to always, like, my cousins used to drop them off.
I could have. I never went to it. I had opportunities to go. I had people ask me at school, but I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't get into that. I'll probably end up getting into like somebody will punch me thinking I started a fight. Be my luck. But because then
that was during the it was gang in Holland at that time too.
mhm.
It was really banging around this motherfucker.
Oh yeah. And where Best Buy is now, that used to be Tulip City Antique Shop. Used to be a Tulip. There used to be a I think that's where it was.
Is that
Oh, yeah, it
Woody
was right there.
Shoe a motel or a restaurant?
Both.
Both. It's a hotel and a restaurant. No, but I'm talking about where Best Buy is now.
Yeah.
There used to be an
that's-
antique store right there.
There was?
Really?
There's Tulip City Antiques. And then, because there used where the
I thought there was
telephone
nothing
tower.
there.
Huh? You didn't think any?
I thought there was nothing there.
No, there was Tulip, because I think there used to be a flea market out there too. But there used to be like a where the hell's that called? Lanes is now.
Yeah.
There, I think there was like a
Across
Track.
the street?
they think
Blaine?
yeah, there used to be, I think there was a track for like four-wheelers right there. Like it was just a big track that went around. I think that's where it was. Maybe it was north of that.
I thought
But
it was a problem.
yeah. There was a
See
these
Lamar Odom over there.
the funny thing is our generation got to have a Victoria's Secrets in Holland at one point.
And the hold on, I thought Yonkers.
Victoria Hotel.
Remember Yonkers?
Yeah.
Have you seen that project, bro?
The
I
what?
think it's just their thing. I think it's silent. Is it official yet? The sports club or the new rec center, whatever they call it.
Oh yeah, where Yonkers is now,
Yeah.
or it was now, is now. It's not even there. Yeah, they actually.
You guys remember Yonkers, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ronkers.
Yonkers. Well, I meant with a Y.
No, I said Ronkers.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, the rec center. Yeah, it got approved, but that thing won't be built for another 2 years, anyways. But I mean, see, and that's the thing too. There's another one that's supposed to go up that they're planning for 16th and Fairbanks
Oh yeah.
by Bowles Pool.
That's the one that should have been here.
That should have been there years ago
Really.
because they were talking about that.
what's it gonna be?
A rec center. They're actually, remember back in the night. I don't know if you remember this.
A rec center like a boys and girls club?
But
Kind of, but it's going to be something else. Something else. But
it'll be fun.
back in the 90s, they actually were going to try to build a sports arena downtown. And it was supposed to be called the area center or something like that. And it didn't pass, because Holland was stupid even back then. Didn't think, because it was supposed to be like a big arena or something like that downtown.
Way overdue for that, but yeah, I know.
And it's like we needed stuff like that because Holland is one of those places where they claim to be a tourist thing,
Yeah,
but yet they don't accommodate the people that live here.
right. They're so hung up on that, and just like that ties into what we're talking about, man. Like to give these kids something to do, yo.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Open these doors up, man. Y'all want to be too damn conservative.
Yep.
And okay, I could be a boys and girls club for the job that they do, but Boys and Girls Club is once what time they close at night? Like 6, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, it's over during the week. You know what I'm saying? They don't do weekends at Boys and Girls Club. Even in the summer, they don't do weekends. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
That's weird.
There's got to be more around here for our kids. And not just kids, our adults, you know what I'm saying? But just the families.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? To be able to do stuff together. And that'll cut down on a lot of the bullshit that happens. Man.
Especially like for example, Kalamazoo, don't they have a YMCA?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
yes,
on
the south side.
Yeah, because I wondered like how did Holland not have one of those yet?
I remember the YMCA across the street from my middle school, and we could
that's
just
probably
walk
the one I'm
over,
thinking of.
and they had a rec center inside.
See, and that's the thing that's the thing Holland's missing.
And a swimming pool.
Yeah, well, Holland, it's either going to be a bank or a church.
Yeah, for real, because
or another sleep study place,
or another
selling pillows,
or a new or a new RX optical.
Right. What is our agenda here? What the fuck?
We don't need 3 eyeglass places like that.
Right. What's your target market? Rich, sleepy people?
Yeah, because I remember.
Sleepy people.
I mean, here's the thing, and a lot of people probably think I'm being funny, but Holland is not small when it comes to when you're driving somewhere because it's small. It's basically one of those towns that it feels small, but then when you're driving places, it doesn't.
Yeah, because we live way on the south side.
Because of where we live. We're always on.
Not that small.
What's that?
Holland's not that small.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like.
I think Holland's big.
Yeah, because especially the way back when we were in school, it took like 10 minutes to get across town. Now it takes almost 45 minutes just to get to my job. I remember, because I was late a lot, to be honest with you, because I would always leave at certain times, but then it was like, no. So it's like almost to a point where it would take me 30 minutes just to get to the north side.
For the traffic.
Yeah, exactly. So this is pretty weird. Oh, we got 2 minutes left. Anything anybody else want to say? I just realized what time it was.
Basically, man, at the end of the day, the discipline starts at the house, man.
Oh, yeah.
Starts at the crib.
For sure.
That's old school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And what I mean, I'm talking about how we should get our ass whooped and how that might help a lot of kids, but a lot of times you can break the kid's soul. You break their spirit by getting whoopings all the time and feel like you just gonna beat the salt out of them. You know,
yeah, exactly.
Not all kids react the same to discipline, you know? So, us as parents, man, we gotta, especially in these crucial times that we living in, we gotta put more attention to detail with our kids, man, and look for the warning signs. Don't assume with your kid. You know, you get that. The God gave you that vibe and that synergy with your children, where you know there's something wrong. You can feel it. You gotta say, "Hey, Trey, what's wrong? All right? Yeah, good. You can feel it. Just off their response, like, hey, you know what? All right, let me
exactly.
Let's go have a bite to eat. Let's go out, man. Let's go have something. Look at this slushy, man. I need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do the best you can, man. This shit's not easy as a fucking parent, man.
Yeah,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? You got the love. If you got the love, that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's needed, man. It's needed. You know what I'm saying? And don't be. This is one other thing I've done. Don't be afraid, parents, to step outside of your comfort zone for another kid.
Right.
Especially if he's friends with yours. If she's friends with your kid. And you know that they can get a good scoop on with your kids anyway. Ask the question, hey, I'll invite you and your mom and dad over for dinner. Oh, my dad's in prison. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some answers. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to dig without feel like you're being too nosy with your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
You know, so just as parents, man, good job to those who get up and go at it every day. And but
Yep. Exactly.
we gotta find a way to raise our kids through this muck right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Being tested as humans. You know what I'm saying? We're being tested
Yeah.
on
Exactly.
how we can rise to occasion or respond to adversity. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that going on right now. So
Yeah. Exactly.
you just gotta keep fighting. Keep fighting for what you believe in, man. Stand for what you believe in, and raise the shorties the right way.
Yep. Exactly. You definitely gotta raise them. You know, because like I said, we as a generation never looked at least in Holland. Growing up in Holland, we didn't look at people as color. At least I didn't. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people didn't. But it's almost like we didn't care. You know, we grew up with different cultures, different races and stuff, and that's how we were. We didn't give a shit what color skin you had, you know, or where you came from. You know, it's only matters is that, you know, we were all friends. We all hung up, and it just definitely made sense, at least in our time frame. So, but to end the show tonight, we want to thank everybody for joining. We want to thank again Andre for hooking us up with the intro beat. Pretty good, dude. That was really awesome. I thank you for that. Very, very good, very good song. Or beat. I mean, intro. It really, really helped with the intro. It did. The old one did sound like an Atari game. And Matt told me that too. He said it sounded old. So we had to spice it up a bit. But again, I wanted to remind everybody as well that I do still have. I kind of jumped the gun on this one, but I'm going to sell them anyways. I have T-shirts available. They are $25 a piece. I got 3 mediums, 3 large, 3 small, and 3 extra large. And I have them available. They're in a box over there. Tracy, you want to grab one real quick? Just so we can, you know, put it on camera. And if anybody, you know, you want to pass it along. No, don't. Just hand it to me. Where are you going? You grabbed the dirty one. So here's the shirt. The Black River Studios, they are for sale. Can you see me? So they are for sale. Here we go. You smell good. How do I? Oh, like, how do I have it here? So $25 a piece. If you want one, let me know. Message me on Facebook, and then you can pay me on Facebook too. So Tracy's our side person. She grabs things. You're one of those ones that, like, when you're off stage and you can see somebody throwing something to Jay Leno or something. Can you have it? I got a guest. No. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna call it a night. We thank everybody for joining. You guys have a good night. Take care, everybody. You know, we just have fun. Peace. Oh, let me say it so everybody can say peace. Tracy?
Oh, much love. Peace out.
And and Malik on your last words.
Well, people.
Peace out. Whoops. Peace. Goodbye. We'll see you.